Supersonic. Max Q.
And there's that call out for Max Q. Now, as Falcon 9 accelerates through the thicker lower atmosphere, the air density decreases.
Max Q.
And there's that call out for Max Q. Now, as Falcon 9 accelerates through the thicker lower atmosphere, the air density decreases. And Falcon 9 passes Max Q once the air density lowers faster than the increasing speed of the vehicle. So keep an eye on the Stage 1 telemetry on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen to watch for these speed changes through ascent.
And back to.
Good call out there. And as a reminder, the rocket typically needs to go 17,500 miles per hour horizontally in order to avoid being pulled back down to Earth and get into orbit. Now we've got 6 events coming up happening in rapid succession. This will start with main engine cutoff, or MECO, where we shut down all 9 M1D engines on the first stage. Followed by that will be stage separation, where the first and second stages separate. Third will be the stage 1 flip, a maneuver to turn the first stage around. Then we'll have the second engine start, or SES1, on the second stage. Fifth will be the first stage boost back burn, a controlled burn that reduces the forward velocity away from the launch pad. And all of these events should happen in just a few moments from now.
MECO.
Stage separation confirmed.
And vac ignition.
Stage 1 boost back burn.
Separation, stage 1 flip, second engine start 1, the first stage boost back burn, and fairing separation.
And some great call outs and views now from both the Falcon 9 first and second stages. SpaceX does not require the full power and capability of the upper stage engine. You can use the shorter nozzle, which is a key benefit for SpaceX, as it also saves SpaceX some money on manufacturing and production. Merlin, or the Falcon 9 second stage, will only take about 10 minutes and some change in order to get to a sun synchronous polar orbit today. Looking up into the inner stage on the Falcon 9 first stage on the left-hand side of your screen. Still getting some great views of the second stage Merlin vacuum engine. The reason they're toggling from one side to another is to ensure to the engineers that they are getting even burning on that Merlin vacuum engine. So they will move back and forth from one side of the Falcon 9. That entry burn is about a few seconds away from beginning on that first stage. You hear the call out, and we see it on your screen. That entry burn now underway. This burn will last just about, or continuing, I should say, to drop rapidly as the booster makes its way back down towards landing zone 4. With the entry burn shut down, the next milestone we're looking for coming up in just about 30 seconds is the start of that landing burn, which comes up at T plus 7 minutes and 30 seconds. And you see there a good landing of that booster 1081 back at LZ4. Burn on the second stage continues to last. That will wrap up in just a few seconds here. This will be SECO, the deployment of the spacecraft coming up in just about a minute or so. Again, this is a fairly short mission, so you'll see the full thing in under 15 minutes. Again, spacecraft separation coming up at T plus 10 minutes and 42 seconds. So we're now less than a minute away from spacecraft separation. So we're now less than a minute away from spacecraft separation. Once the spacecraft has separated, again, there is about a 6-month commissioning phase in order to check out the spacecraft. Of course, first it will deploy its solar spacecraft. Of course, first it will deploy its solar panel, which you saw in some renderings earlier on in the broadcast. It will power up its batteries, begin to establish communication with some of the ground stations. Excuse me, I believe that process starts about 5 hours after the spacecraft is deployed. And there it goes. EarthCare, now flying free, preparing to study the clouds and aerosols around our globe to help us better understand our climate. One last look here at the headquarters in Hawthorne, California, and mission control for this flight.